Guys. Welcome back to Quick Breakfast with Glenn. We're gonna do a quickie breakfast, if you guys don't mind. Mom. Okay. We'll have Jackson. How did that work? She's I did not. Look, I didn't throw any of you guys. What? I just put you guys in the corner. Come on. Stick. Breakfast with Vyolfers, silly. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to make noodles, so instead I just make a quick miso. What? You offer yourself as a treatment? Why? You know, I forgot to buy more coca. It's been so hectic this past few weeks that I forgot that I have like 2 cans left. I feel a big oof right now. Oh, you know what? Since I'm doing breakfast, I should buy coca. Now if I remember, because if I'm gonna do it after stream, I'm gonna forget. Coca, give me a box of coca. I like my coca. Yes. Alright. Coca stock It's all good. It's coming. Sorry for the wait, by the way. I can't eat soup. Eat soup? Yeah, eat soup that fast. I think today we're gonna do the last case. Well, the investigation part at least, but it's exciting. What happened? Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm here now. Good. I just finished with my breakfast and now I wanna grab my coca. Now I'm not afraid drinking my coca now that I know a box of them are coming. Hey, give me a bit. Okay. Alright, I'm ready. I'm more or less ready. Put something. Okay. Go. Go. Okay. Ay, may coca. A little bit. You make a push more. There you go. Good. Alright, before we start, let's crank up our coca juice. Woo! Nice. Coca and pie! great. Very good. Very nice. But continue. Literally don't know what the frick is gonna happen this one. Oh, the Hound of the Baskervilles. Oh, that's all very spooky.
来たぞ。ホームズの鋭い声が濃い霧の壁の向こうから聞こえてきた。私は霧のまとわりつく拳銃の撃鉄を起こして息を潜めて待った。永遠とも思える静寂。そしてその瞬間は突然訪れた。霧の中から見たこともない巨大な獣が私の目の前に踊り出たのだ。それは確かに犬だった。しかし明らかに尋常ではなかった。目はこうこうと燃え上がり、猛牛ほどもある体躯に獰猛な青白い炎をまとっている。血を這うような息遣いとうなり声。私はあまりの恐怖に震え上がった。見たまえワトソン。ホームズは魔獣を見据えて言い放った。こいつこそバスカビル家に代々語り継がれる伝説の魔剣なのだ。
どうか。2 months! Holy crap! That's I mean, at least it's not like a few years jump, but 2 months! First 2 months in London passed in a flash. And at this concerting courtroom experience, we were first thrown into the other on the day we arrived in the country. And in Soseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then come an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court. What? What? Good morning, new case, yes. Good morning, Elsie. Which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur and an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. That is, until it was shattered one day by a fateful telegram. Telegram! Oh, okay. Oh, knock knock. Who's there? Ah, it's so cute and cozy now. Oh, they're boiling a tea. Well, water, not, you don't boil tea, you boil water. And then you okay, look. Yeah. Look at it though. I was woken by the unreserved knocking on the door by a telegram boy. But after he had gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Noise, hey, thank you. You're toasting toast. Yes? Is it time to leave for court already? Let me see, what case is it today? Oh, she's really excited for some court action. I don't think I'm scheduled to offend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh, no, of course, how silly of me. But I think Iris said she would make us breakfast this morning. So shall we go down to Mrs. Sholm's suit? Yes. Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. Sorry, let me blow my nose a little bit. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. And once our bellies start full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. But we're not going to court. Susato. Susato really wants to go to court, guys. I Let me see. What case is it today? Here we go again. Telegram. So what is it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean. Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you don't know! Come on! Sorry, but you're not gonna get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. Are you sure? Bless you, Kasunta. Thank you. Sorry. It's a very sniffly morning. I don't know why. My nose has been really blocked up, so I'm sorry for all the sniffles. It was just a boring old telegram. That's 3 times now that she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing. I promise I'll tell you about it at some point. Are you sure? Alright, I understand. I suppose Oseki-san will or have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after that terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram from him, do you remember? Complaining on But by and large, it seems the voyage has been going well. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? I was just wondering, what might have become of Saseki-san if he stayed in London, that's all. You mean, as regards Lord Van Zeeks? The Reaper? Yes, I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. What is it they say? That no one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? Yeah, I really hope Soseki doesn't, I don't know, died or anything. Like the way that nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Really? Huh. Yes, but at least Soseki-san is safely out of the country now, presumably, that means. Well, I mean, if curses will follow you overseas, then you should be fine. What if? What if? That curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the I didn't read that. Yeah, well, even if that's the case, it's little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. Oh boy. If the legends of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past 2 months. Surely, not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. I hope so too. No, I don't think so. Apparently, Lord Van Zeeks hasn't appeared in court once since our last... Oh gosh. Lord Van Zeek doesn't like it if it's not us. He has I guess he likes us. Likes us a lot. He wants to do it if it's with us. I can assure you. Oh? Yeah, since Soseki-san's trial, he's withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems. Really? Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So it's just been me who had to face him in recent spat of trials then. Just my luck. I wonder if luck doesn't come into it. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Oh well. Wait, I want to look around. What do we have? We got a tea? I see the tea. It's spring at last, and the weather is warmer now. But I love the smell of the fire and the steam rising from the kettle. Would you like some tea, Nedukoda-san? Thank you. Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato-san makes from time to time and Irish unique herbal infusions, this place is a paradise for a true tea lover. Green tea is such a wonderful accompaniment to British tea cakes, don't you think? You know, I really want to go for like those afternoon tea, you know, Britain. I feel like it's such a cute way to spend the afternoon. That spade has been in here since we started renting the place. Oh, that's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. That's a shovel. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping out loose material. It's a spade. No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose materials. It's your shovel. Huh? I don't want to dig a hole for... What? This is a new... Oh, gosh. The new ladder versus step ladder argument. I can't. Oh, no. My goodness, yes. Hey, there's a ladder here. We've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look a little messy already. You could tidy up once in a while. Susato-san, I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies. It's time spent studying up is time you can't devote to say, okay. And time spent on ridiculous argument is time that could be better spent on some simple housework. Wow. Sasuga Susato-san. She's too strong. Neruma! The Dharma doll I brought with me from home. Still with only one eye colored in. I said I would color the other eye once I won my first court case here in Britain, but you have one, haven't you? Twice, in fact. Because I feel as though I'm still lacking as a lawyer. I tell you what, why don't you color the other eye in once, once you think I'm a proper, fully fledged lawyer? If you insist. Yeah. No. What is this? Is that green tea? So this is the set that Susato-san brought with her from Japan. Let's hope she hasn't noticed me slipping in sugar and milk into. Shonosuke! Come on! Milk! Milk! You're starting to become like real British people. Tea's a drink to be enjoyed, Naruhodo-san. You really don't have to force yourself to drink it, you know. I don't like seeing you screw up your... Oh, no, she's adorable. You're adorable. What's this? I bet this is Susato-san's desk. This must be the telegram. Let's see. Ah! No! You must not look that. Mustn't look at that. Not under any circumstances. Alright, I won't. I'm so sorry, Naruhodo-san, but you can be very mischievous sometimes. Because you keep secrets, oh wait. I wanna know. I wanna see. Oh. No, the other place. It was shining. There you go. We're rather lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. The prawns we put in there doing rather well. And the anemone. Yes. Cool. I didn't know you can put anemone on the aquarium without special equipment. I know that like seawater aquarium is really hard to manage than the freshwater aquarium. Oh, I don't know. That's what I know at least. Another example of a Great Britain's greatness. Is it? It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? The sea behind glass inside your room. Having to clean out and change the water isn't so great though, isn't it? Easy. Door. You know, they've never seen inside your room there, Susato-san. I never even peeked inside. I should think so too. A young maiden's private chamber is a place bittersweet secrets, you know. I see. What do you say, young maiden? I mean, she's like literally 16, so she is a young maiden. What the hell? I guess nothing else. I guess we can just move to Mr. Sholmes. Oh, it's already April, huh? It's almost April now. Morning, Bruno. Morning, Susie. Wait. Can I ask? Is this who? Is it Sholmes who's playing this? That is the set. Sholmes? Iris? What is it, Runo? What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. Ah, yes, you noticed that too, did you? Ah, there he is. In the best form this morning, it seems. Sholmes? Is he okay? Hello? Oh no! Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Good morning. Depressed Sholmes is funny. No! A good morning to die, perhaps. What's wrong with you? Come on, your hair is spiffy today. You should be happy. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Oh god. Emotions! My heart is dead. My emotion is dead. Damn this just Oh look, it's Amelia's grandpa. Oh well, this is Sholmes though. It's not Watson. It's Sholmes. There's no Watson. There's only Wilson. Oh my god, he's so angry, guys. That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. Is he okay? Is it just a phase? Evil Sholmes be like, actually right all the time and hates deduction. Well, he kind of lose all the spunk, you know. The little, how about the? I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate some dry toast and insipid coffee for me? If it's not too much trouble. Dry toast! Sholmes! Oi! Is he reverting into his teenage days? It's like, yeah, make a bitter tea. Bitter ass, like, acid coffee for me. I'm an adult. I have no emotions. I have no life. Hate everything. It's a cat. Oh! Are you fucking kidding me? Do you call it Wagahai? Wait. Wagahai! This cat is gonna be fucking chuny, I swear to God. Morning, boy. Is this the cat from, Soseki-san's place? There must be some sort of tiny doors for cats to use. Yeah, I have one. I have several. But how did it get there? Well then, everyone, time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful. Let me help you, Iris. Ugh. It would indeed be a fine day today. Wait! And Sholmes hates cats? Did he hate... Do you hate cats? I knew something looked different. Something's missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. Mr. Sholmes! Don't die! You have us! You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. Yeah, definitely. What happened? It used to be the case that in my hands, his violin sung like dawn chorus. Its mellow tones would make flowers bloom. I would. And now, the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over. You just suck at playing violins. I know. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? For hours, I have bowed. Bowed? For days even. Through the night I have endeavored to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone. Gone forever! No more recitals to unbridled emotion. Oh. Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Curly? Well, Iris, thank you for being the brain in this household. Mr. Sholmes, I can attest you that I feel the same. Not in music particularly, but in art. As an artist, I feel you. And what Iris said is probably correct. Or I'm sure it will come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The good goddesses of arts are fickle. Sholmes Yamete! One day they bestow genius on me. The next day they unmercifully withdraw it. Oh dear. Ah! Why is this happening to me? If they take their turn and a half for the violin from me, what left of pity sakes? What left? Mr. Shaw. Deduction, perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? Yeah, what's wrong? Missing machine. Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but your desk looks rather empty today. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Well done, Mr. Sato. Your observational skills do you credit. Oh no, Mr. Sholmes, they pale into insignificance when compared to yours. You'd struggled not to notice, wouldn't you? It's literally a big machine over here. You mean Hurley's Great Analytical? What the hell? That's at Windy's Banks? No. I'm sorry? It's a Windy Bank? No, Windy Banks. The pawnbroker and the pawn. What? Why? What happened? You mean you pawned that enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see, quite undeservingly. But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate. I should have gladly passed what little income I have to you. Yeah! 5 yo! 0! Welcome! Dear Madame, things are far from desperate. But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate? Making use of a pawnbrokery is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. Is it? It doesn't sound ordinary at all. It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works. Oh, what's to understand? What's to understand exactly? I arrived to give. Oh, yes. Give everyone bear hugs. Like every one of us. Even the little bobos too. Give us hugs. Give it. How broker. What did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking works? Yeah, what do you mean? To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks. Banks? On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to their pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they're able to trade happily through the week. Uh-huh. This music wanna make me wanna drink. Hey, I have some coca. I drink. It's toast. Yeah. Then on Saturdays, they go recover their things using the money they have earned. Ah, so you kind of trade it with money. Okay. Had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us. That's pretty cool. Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London. And should they have money to spare, they will purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn should the need arise. I'm so surprised! Hurley! Oh, how ingenious! So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it in Windy's Bank, you see. Pawnbrokery can be thought of an extreme secure vault. Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain? Sometimes you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawn things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley? Did he do it? What does it matter? The world is dead to me. Hurley! Come on! Look at my shiny armband. Look at it. Mr. Sholmes, could I ask you for an opinion about this? Look at my armband. You lure me to raise my languid dead with the promise of some mental exaltation. Yet in my morbid depression, I am confronted with the most mundane of problems. My mind finds greater stimulation in the unforgiving monotony of the floor than your miserable offer. Wow! Sholmes! Ah, my head weighs heavy on my shoulder. Mr. Show, this is very unlike you. Mr. Show, hey, is this normal? Okay, I'll go talk about Wagahai. Mr. Natsume's cat seems to have settled into his new home then. Oh yes, become very attached to Will Wag. Wagahai? Not Wag. I've never seen that dialogue before since I barely present the attorney badge in this game. I like presenting attorney badges, it's funny. I feel like it's canonical too, especially in Phoenix's case. It would appear his previous owner is completely forgotten to him. Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their meows are as empty as the hearts of the... That's so cute! That's adorable! Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan. I wonder why he kept him in the first place. I expect he would have taken him if he could. Maybe he couldn't because probably the ship doesn't allow pets. The pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience. Yeah. And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rule of passage is not obeyed. Yeah, true. Well, I don't mind because Waggy's adorable. Oh, look at him. Yes, he really is. What about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing thing in the main door before. Where did it come from? Oh, you notice? You're observant, Bruno. Look, I used this, my latest invention. Sasuga. What is that? I call it the cat flapomat. Cat flapomat? Flapomat? Gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats. That's right. You can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds. And you can do it in any door at all, no matter what's it made of. It's very powerful, you see. Wouldn't we have to be quicker just to make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make the cat? Well, yes, maybe, but now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like. Yeah, think ahead, Bruno. I think it's wonderful. You must make one for us in the door at our office upstairs, Iris. She really knows how to come up with unconventional invention, this girl. That reminds me of like a YouTube shorts I saw. People make unnecessary inventions. That's pretty fun. Yeah, Phoenix definitely presents it as a bunch in a canon. Apollo literally says in the Spirits of Justice that he bets he I knew it! Yes! Sasuga. Will work on a door made for cats? Made of cat. A cat flap on a cat door. The cat. How would that work? How would that work? Meow. What was that? What guy? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what happened? What happened? What? What was that? Oh no! Well guys, tangled up in your violin! I think he thinks it's a toy! Yo, what's he doing to it? Oh dear, Mr. Show's precious violin. Is dead already. Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised. The a cat is more accomplished magician than I know. Oh gosh. What's happening? Avi, welcome! Sholmes is a little bit depressed, you see. Apparently, he cannot play the violin at the moment, so he is sad. He's very sad. Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives. Shall I, Hurley? Out of the cat's reach as possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. Oh, Sholmes! Where is it? Where is it? Where'd you put it? There it is. So this is the violin, is it? It's a Stradivarius? One of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier, Antonio Stradivari, okay. I see. Doesn't really look like anything special to me. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. Man, he's really sad. How honorable of you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I've been. I ask you, is there reason to live in the world devoid of music? To tolerate this blanched existence? No. Oh, Sherlock Holmes also had a violin he got for cheap. Well, he is Sherlock Holmes. There is none. Oh, Mr. Holmes? What, dear madam, what? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine. Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think? What do you mean, Miss Susaki? Oh, Susie's right! Yes, the tone of the wood is completely different. And that's not all. I'm sure there was still cracks here before. When it's not even the right size, is it? What's this? What is this? What is this? I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrumental isn't the violin at all. Then what? I believe it's an entirely different instrument called the viola. Oh, what? What? I like you just like it just went down like fuck. Oh my gosh. God damn it, Sholmes! Sherlock Holmes actually just named her Yeah. For copyright reason, the fan translation says Sherlock Holmes and the Japanese. Yeah. If you remember, like every time we listen to Sholmes' little thing, is they call him Sherlock Holmes and Watson, not Wilson and Sholmes. I've noticed that. Actually did. Mr. Sholmes, are you alright? You're right. You're quite right. This isn't my fateful Stradivarius. So what? Pray, is this piece of string flotsam? What is a flotsam? Not your faithful performing partner, then? No wonder you're just saying. I see what must have happened. You do, Iris? This is just a simple mix-up. Sounds like Iris might be able to tell us what's exactly happened if we ask her. Too long didn't read. The game hasn't been localized till now. It's because of the exact Sherlock copyright, yeah? I noticed that it took really long for them to localize it. Because it's been out for years now. I've been waiting for it! I've been waiting for it! Tell us! Also, hi Jessie. I see, so in JPay is actually Sherlock. Though I guess I prefer Sherlock to differentiate it from the actual Sherlock. Yeah. Sherlock Sholmes is pretty bobo, you see. The mix-up. What did you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see this Viola, was at Windy Banks until last week! Oh! Copyrights can be complicated if it involves something that old. Yeah. Yeah, the Great Ace Attorney came out in 2015 in Japan, and the Great Ace Attorney 2 came out in 2017 in Japan. No wonder I waited for so long. Violins are slightly bigger than violins. How did it not? Gundam. You see, Sherlock Holmes is a little. He's a bobo. He's a coca bobo, okay? Not Mr. Sholmes' beloved musical partner. No wonder he couldn't play it. Ah, he's happy now. There's a proverb from the East with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let the beloved child travel. Yes, indeed. So you sent your beloved violin at the pawnbrokers and hope that it would experience personal growth? Oh, what a wonderful idea! How? Too much coca in his brain. I mean the works of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, which I forgot the exact year they came out. And I don't know. Last week I pawned my great analyticope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear Mr. Windy Banks mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. My ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. Okay. Timbre. Okay. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Thank you, Inosuke. Shaw. A fine state of affair this is, and I always say, Mr. Naruhodo. Never trust a pawnbroker that will try to fiddle you every time. Earlier you told us you could think of a pawnbroker as an extremely secure vault. Beautiful. Come, Mr. Naruhodo. Dilly-dallying will get you nowhere. Sorry? Crunching your toes with that vacant aspect, pressing your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which you were faced? Oh, wait! You forgot your goddamn violin, is that it? You goddamn boo-boy shit. I fucking got it. Keep fiddle. We must visit Mr. Windybank's broker at once. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Sholmes? Precisely, Mr. Salt. Without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to press your egg ever more soon. Fucking Sholmes, I swear. Well, let's go then. Don't worry, Rona, I'll be happy to heat it up for you again later. I don't like being heat up. No, no. Sholmes has a broad vocabulary, but little logic to back it up. I mean, that's Sholmes. That's Mr. Sholmes. You still wanna die if I ask you about it? You seem pretty perked up right now. Let's go to Baker Street and then we go to... Ooh. Closed. This is the pawnbroker. Look at all the different things in the window of the shop. Ah, that's the Windy Banks. The pawnbroker. Okay. It looks much smart. It looks much smarter than the pawnbrokers in Japan, doesn't it? Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable personally. It reminds me of tearfully parting my favorite fountain pen. I felt so miserable. What doesn't kill us make us stronger, Mr. Naruhodo. So this is where we live? That is true. It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Mr. Sholmes' office. In that little small place? Still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this, yeah. Oh, I know! To actually be sharing accommodation with the world's greatest detective. The world's greatest Bobo! If I ever find myself above a court of law now, I will have not one regret. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll be happy to defend you, of course. Oh, okay, let's go. Did someone just play Wendy's? You know, I haven't had Wendy's in a while. I should. Wendy's Banks Pawnbrokery. Oh my gosh, there's Pinocchio. What else? It's very interesting stuff here. Oh. So this is a British pawnbroker. Oh my, there are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I never laid my eyes on before. Ah, Susato-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this. Oh yes, I don't know why, but seeing such a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me. I understand. I get you. Ah, he's back with his coat. My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, we are calling on matters of business, not pleasure. And clearly, Mr. Sholmes means business too. Judging from the spark of fear in his eyes. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, sir, welcome back. Did you hear that brazen welcome? Oh, well, yes, we're potential customers after all. We're a disgruntled customer, Mr. Mr. Naruhodo, and it's time to inform Mr. Windybank of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot. always give me PTSD about 2000 games where you have to find specific small things in a room full of other small things. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I don't know what game you mean, but when you said that, it reminded me of those kind of hidden object games where you have to find a thing with they're all weird things. Somehow those kind of games help me in English because I don't know the names of stuff. You want me to find like crazy name things. No, wait, what the fuck does that mean? What that mean? Alright, Mr. Violet. Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windybank. The color of the wood is different, it has holes in it, and it's not even the same size. I wonder for summary of our observation, Mr. Sholmes. I am so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. Inexcusable mistake for a pawn broker. There is only one way to make amends. Oh my god, no! Yo, stop it! You guys, stop wanting to die off this world! Yamete! This is not the answer! Oh my god! No! There were multiple games like that with different names, and it's been so long I kind of forgot their names. I feel you. There was a lot. Why do you want you? It was Sholmes before, now it's you, Mr. Windy. Yep. I don't think that will be necessary, do you? That's what. Put it down. Put it down. It's on the trigger. If I may just say one thing before I pop off. Ah, yes. No. It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the... Sasuga! Wow, Windybank, what the mood besar. Big mood. I mean... Mr. Sholmes are always blaming others of his incapable things. So sorry. As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, ha, here it is! You did? And when I turned to convert you, you had taken the violas and left, sir. So it was all your fault! However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. Oh no! No! Stop on your phones. Can Sholmes stop just getting floored? Put it down. Okay, good. It would appear that the fight is over. Is that a guilt trip fight? I do humbly... Because that phew! What does that mean? I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windybank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Halok Sholmes without that questionable disposition now, would you? I do believe you may be right, sir. It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I didn't remind you of the peculiar collection of items you've brought through my doors in the past. Oh, peculiar items? In the extreme, ma'am, for example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Sherlock Holmes or some such. Oh, in the bank laying down burn, right? Oh my god, a new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? A story I have yet to read, you mean? Ah, forgive me! Yamete! Wait, before you die, you must tell me more! Oh my god. I must know more, tell me everything! Wow, Sato-san is really fired up now. Is there really you know, stop putting this together, it makes me really hard to read. An unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day the gentleman here brought it in an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust you this to your care for a while, Mr. Winnie Bank. Ah, for a trust like that, 1 shilling, sir. Not a farthing more. It houses something very great value indeed. The latest manuscript recounting the adventures of one Mr. Sherlock Holmes. I beg your pardon? A manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript? Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here. And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? I don't think he does he? I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then I kindly continue to store my belongings securely. Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you, on my life! This is all very strange. Oh, very strange. I wonder, could I ask you something? Ah, gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that sable suit. I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull. Sorry? Ah, but for your splendid attire, ma'am, 5 guineas, no less. The colors are exquisite, the design exotic. Eastern artistry at its finest, I may say. Oh my, 5 guineas? 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 You say. Someone please revoke his garments. Take it away! How interesting. Or do I feel as though I suffered some sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask about your business. I've heard it said the brokeries are used rather like banks here in London. Yes, sir, indeed. Many of our customers utilize the establishment as you described. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan for 2 months of secure storage. If, in that time, they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned. Interesting. But what happens if they don't pay you the money? The items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me. So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed then? That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is me to... Yamete! No! And then you know it's not the answer. Take responsibility. The very idea, Mr. Wendy Bank, is an absurdity. Okay? Oh. What? Yows! You literally said that so many times before we go here. Oh, one should never talk of one demise so casually. Yeah, you did. Says the man who's telling us it was all good day to die only this morning. Hell, hypocrite. And let us not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. Oh, what sort of measures? I engineered a simple device which Mr. Windybank has installed here in the shop. I call it the red-handed recorder. Is that so, Mr. Windybank? What was that deep sigh about? What's it about? Oh boy. Oh boy. What on earth is a red-handed recorder? Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are two just below the ceilings. What? I don't see them. I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed the camera, furnished with some hundredth piece of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Here, I have an example I can show you. Wow, this is gonna be very interesting in what do you call that? For the case, probably. Ah yes, print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. And developed a special type of film so sensitive it can produce a crystal clear image even in darkness. Really, that's extraordinary. Yeah, you can see the counter and the door behind it. Look. Huh. You see, were someone to enter the premise with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed. So a shop security camera precursor? Yeah, probably. But did you not say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, dear madam. And what if the incident were to occur in between times? One could say that would be a cruel twist of fate. I must confess, your device have been giving me some cause of distress of late. I beg your pardon, Mr. Windybank? Surely they aren't anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. Every 30 minutes, that's rather long, right? 30 minutes for, I don't know, a shoplift is plenty of time. It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not one, but 2 cameras in my shop after all. Which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Oh no. Nonetheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbroker, you know? And maybe you should pay, Mr. Sholmes. My dear fellows, we are verge on an age where safety and security come at a price. Oh, heavens help us. Poor Mr. Wendy! The color is so different! Guys, I feel like Mr. Sholmes is a little bit blind. I seem colorblind. Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. Ah, the very thing. Thank you, Mr. Windybank. Perhaps this might remark the end of the peculiar items you try to pop. Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer! I really think you ought to stop waving the gun around. Someone could get hurt. Fear not! Sorry? I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed. That's not really what I meant. Yeah, but if the bullet is still someone, can be injured with that one bullet. No, Sholmes is just blind in every aspect but his vocabulary. Yes, that's true. Good day to you then, Mr. Windybank. I'll be back. It's a been pleasure of always, Mr. Sholmes. What an exchange. So, Mr. Naruhodo, now we can explore at last. Oh, sorry. Colorblind? It must have been the lighting. Car startled many. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Moving on. Bless you. Thank you. Got an enormous ledger open on the counter there. Mr. Windybank, do you put like gun over here? Just right there? What is it for? I feel like the gun is just for guilt-tripping Mr. Sholmes to stop coming. Oh, you feel put your peculiar items, I'm gonna off myself, my man. Pity me. Okay, stop it. For my sanity. Mr. Windybank is, if nothing less, very particular about recording the items he accepts. That's pretty cool. You have to be, otherwise you'll get himself into all sort of trouble. Which might explain the thing that catches my eyes far more than the ledger. Yeah. This revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article here in my dear fellow. What? I assure you, Mr. Windybank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with a speedboat belying his portly up. Oh. Blow his brains out? Indeed. In recompense for his blunder. That is oof. But in any case, of course we would never do such thing. How could you even suggest it? Putting gun there might also deter shoplifter who doesn't want 6 new. Yeah, but there's only one bullet inside. For himself, he said. There's an alligator. Crocodile. Oh, there. Is that this is supposed to be a tusk? Not a tusk. The elephant nose? Elephant trunk? It looks like an elephant trunk. There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. That leads to the storage room where Mr. Windybank keep articles that are currently in pawn. I see. There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommended or not, it's not something I tend to do. There is but one key, and Mr. Windybank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which... Yeah, maybe don't tell us? How on earth do you know about that, Mr. Sholmes? I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not know. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain. Mr. Sholmes, you're a wonder! And a prime suspect if this pawnbroker is ever burgled. Very hard. Look at this! What could this lovely, big, shiny box be? That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country? Oh my, yes. But I've certainly never seen one so large before. Shall we listen it? Oh, okay. Ah, what a sublime sound. It's like the music of angels. I never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is a larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. In before jukeboxes. There's a metal disc inside of which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. Cool. My goodness, what a simply delightful machine. Indeed, though their popularity has been waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. What an assortment of things there are on the shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks and watches. Almost anything you care to imagine. Those are forfeited items offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean though? When you pawn or colloquially pop an item, the broker loans you the money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale at a price of his choosing. Oh yes, now you've explained, I'm noticing little price tags on everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. My treasured university uniform? Never! It embodies my student spirit. I would like you to wear, baby, a nice suit one day. But that's okay. What do you suppose this rather enormous machine does? It seems to have 2 little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you're looking at is a stereoscope. Oh, I like stereoscopes. Stereos, fascinating. It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself. I should be delighted to. Excuse me for a moment while I just have a look. Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. What? However, if that is beyond you, it is a little consequences today. Well, I cannot cross-eye too. Oh no. Alright, then I'm gonna try. What do you cross-eye? I could never do that. Look at her. Ah! Mr. Naruto, you must see at once. Okay. So I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose. What the? I don't believe it! It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Ah, yes. Yes, the sense of that is startling, is it not? I love how they give us that picture if you want to try it. Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls and parks. People queue for hours to see them. Why? Why are people meddling with such magic? There's no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day. It's called science. Pinocchio? What is this? Look at this, whatever it could be used for. I don't no idea. There's a small catch just here, look. We're going to open it, aren't we? Oh! That's amazing! It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism, which we'll never manage to put back the way it was before. What are you two doing? What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all. No. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of low windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. Yeah, this one is pretty interesting, honestly. Some succulents. I got spoiled by Rennie on this. You don't need to go cross-eye for these. Did she? Oh no! No, for Rennie. That's not a calendar you could really easily miss, is it? 15th of April, today's date. Yes, and that's not for sale, I must point out. It's an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar to tear away fellows such as yourself, Mr. Winniebank. And who was it to walk out of here with the wrong violin before? Well, when the agreed storage period has passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. What Afi said, I also hurt my ass for no reason in this part, so please, for your sake, don't. It's okay, I just saw it, so I didn't. Don't worry. It's not like we can go back. We can, but I don't want to. Because I can't. I know my limits. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say. Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job. What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, and you know it. The article's barely worth a penny, miss. I can offer more. What happened? Sounds like there's an argument brewing over by the counter. Come on, that can't be right. Have you ever had proper butchers at it? Even all I need to see younger. Whoa. Oh. Ah! It's you again! Wait, don't we? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh yes, it's Lestrade! Lestrade! Oh yes, the young lady from Mr. McGilder's trial 2 months ago. Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. Chancer earns her custom among large, relevant people of their purse. As commonly called the pickpocket. I see. Gordon Bennett, you lot! Why you still have it? I thought you gave it back to her! Hello, Miss Lestrade. Hope you've been well. What? You remember me then, do you? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing here? Down and out like the rest of us? Nothing to eat? Come to pop that black whistle? Sorry, coat, have you? What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone commented on it? Good day. Unless I'm much mistaken. You would be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher. Mr. Schultz. So you have something valuable to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article, and I shall negotiate with Mr. Winniebank on your behalf. For the other one, I don't need help from some stuck-up D. Get out of my business. Go on, I'll make trouble for you. Everyone has got, what is this, Murica? Well, one is a real gun, one is a smoke gun. As you wish, Miss Lestrade, I will happily remove myself from your presence. He's really done it, he's gone. I'm sorry, but as I said, there's really no room for negotiation here. What is this thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? It's for the... the thing. Whatchamacallit? The music box. And you, go on, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, Miss Lestrade, just pretend you're in here. We shan't be offended in the slightest. Sato-san can really stand her ground when she wants to. Whatever. Whatever. Can I talk to you? Yes. Somehow I didn't really think you were some sort of person who used a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade. Well, I am alright. I'm a Londoner just like everyone else. But a problem, is it? No. It's just, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it in the dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it written all over your chivy. Okay. Well, I might have been thinking something else along those lines. I'm not going to deny it, Mr. Naruhodo. No. Alright then, I'm just going to come on and ask you straight. Do you pawn things you steal from other people? Well, I don't know what best answer to that really. Suppose sometimes. I'm not going to deny it either, Mrs. Strad. But not this time, alright? I swear, that thing belongs to me. Did this at Mr. Windybank or something? Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this. Mr. Windybank! Chevrolet. I don't know, Chevy? What is that? Wait, Chevy Chase is a comedian? American comedian? What does it really mean though? A Chevrolet car. A huge shiny Chevy.
Chevy.
What? What did you say? Wait a minute, what did you say? Automatic. Okay. Mr. Windybank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on his surface. Yeah, that's for a music disc. Yeah. You see, for the use inside a music box. In a music box? What, you don't even know what music box is? You Eastern lot ain't too savvy, eh? I know what music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before. The small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going and beautiful music plays. It's so incredible. Tell us, what tune is on this disc? Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music boxes here. British made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this was made for. I see. And that's in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customer for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should have penny. That's a packet of lies. He told me he did. He said it was, well... He? Who? Never you mind. It just ain't right, that's all. That disc worth good money, I know it is. Well then, you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, wouldn't you? Wah. She's been in here before. Oh, wait. I see. I brought some dubious article or other with her every single time I'm mad. Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So is there something dubious about the disc you brought in today? Well, if only it were that simple. Sorry, what do you mean? What you actually brought in was a storage ticket. Ah, storage ticket? So... Mr. Strat has actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff needing stored. Okay. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight, but as she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her. But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windivine. Else can't be swearing it, ma'am. The overcoat she redeemed. Oh. Wow, what's wrong with it? It's fixed, don't it? It's mine, so of course it is. Oh my gosh. Dubious! So about the disc then? How does that come into all of this? This is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree a price. Okay. I'm confused. I thought you said Mr. Strad brought in a storage ticket today. It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owed on it, as you say. But this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I would understood it. That's right, yes. And rather unsurprising, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went riffling through the pockets. Ah, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at the lady? Hello. Good morning. Ah, I see, so it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it? If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, ma'am. And she immediately tried to pawn it? For quite a high price as well. This is rather suspicious, I think. Give it up. I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would. Mr. Strad, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me old man! It's me old man's, ain't it? Is it, Mr. Strad? Yes, this is definitely all rather sus! Very sus! Out of my way, please! Oh, who is this? What? What? Dare? Uyu? Who is this picture postcard English gentleman? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god! The swag. if I might say it in Indonesian, gaya niya. Gaya niya! Ayo. Kebenaran. Benar-benar. Alright. Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Fancy! What's your problem, eh? There's no problem as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. You think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Wow. Well, you're an impudent little brat, aren't you? Wow. As well as a pickpocket. Who are you? How do you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy even to remember the face of your victims, it seems. What? You mean from you? Broker! Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes. The article in question belongs to me. I demand return from it. Fun fact, both characters with rich suits have this exact music. Yeah, isn't this McGilda's music too? No, that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, I do. Why is it? Do you have too much? Okay, the thing is, I know Sholmes have a lot of poses too, but like I can't with this guy. He's already looking fancy. Look at his smug freaking face. Look at his face. And any music box discs too. No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's me old man's, or it was. Now it's mine. Goodness, Mr. Naruto. This is a very awkward situation. Yes. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Yeah, maybe you should, be more honest with us, lady. Mrs. Stratus, what the gentleman is saying. What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear in my life, I never laid eyes on that dandy before. Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear it. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street minding my own business when this little gartling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again. I thought to myself, those wretched pickpockets. Yet again. Yes, as you can see, I am a man of impeccable... Yes. This isn't the first time I've been targeted by these backslum scoundrels. Oh my gosh. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Yeah. Come along now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. Hold on! Why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy coat and you think I'm the dodgy one? I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence that I've sold something, eh? Come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. You what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Evidence that the article Mr. Strut redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman? Yes, of course, we need only to consult Mr. Wendy Bank's ledgers to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the names of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Oh. I never ask customers' name. That's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Oh, okay. I see. But then how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's... Professor. Yes, and that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is rightful owner of the article without a doubt. A watchword? Interesting. Sholmes didn't say anything about this. So about these watchwords, Mr. Bank, as I just explained, I never ask customers' name when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. I see. That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes, now was it? Great detectives have no dark secrets, none at all! Well, yes, well, anyway, that's why I ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. Wait a minute! Then why did you give her the code? Without all of those things, like you didn't even ask her the watchword, you didn't even ask her the date, you didn't even ask her anything else, she just gave you the storage ticket and the money and you gave it to her? And if that someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article? That's right, sir. Yes, just as soon as the requisite is paid. And I have supplied you with the information you require already, but for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat, deposited 2 months ago on 5th February. What a watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But how? Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. What the Sholmes doing moment? I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to get his eye hurts. Excuse me, but who are you? Uh-oh. One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you're not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes, we are from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. What does he do? What did he do? He did the little jigger. He did the little jiggle. Its inhabitants live on a fiery, brown-colored soup dressed in exotic spice. You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theoretical gesticulation about? Ah, my god. Perhaps anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir. Wiggle. No, more like it was doing. It was like. You offer your name first before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes. I'm Yunosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. He's thinking India? Probably, yeah. My name is Susatomi Kotoba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. I see. My name is Benedict. Yes, Eggert. It's Eggs Benedict. It's Eggs Benedict. Oh my gosh. That confirms it. British people like to pose just like in JoJo references. So wait, but we only see him and Sholmes that does it. Suddenly he has Giselle Brett's theme. Oh gosh, that is true. Enchant. He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but that name is suspicious. Now to the matter at hand. Oh my gosh, oh god, oh god. My overcoat, return it at once. To someone with the style to carry it off. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. So, let there be an end to the matter. And thank you for your custom, Miss Edgar Benedict, sir. Oh my gosh. With such reasonable traits of interest, I may even decide to come back. This is why I ate grown-ups. Just cause I'm a die, but everyone thinks that it makes me a liar. Yes, actually, because you keep lying. You just lie to us. You just lie to us and you blame us? Lots of people have food for names. Eggs Benedict, beef stroganoff, pavlova, right? Right! So I'm not the only one who felt so. And the contents of the closed pockets, if you please, broker. Of course, sir. Use the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another disc. Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. That this happened to be in the other pocket, to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, Gutterling, you're hiding one of what's rightfully mine, are you? Says who, eh? I don't know nothing about it. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Shh. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute! That disc! It's mine! What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy... What blood? There is! The man must have scratched his fingers on them. He has a glove on it! Found it first, alright? I mean, I belong to my old man. So you're not having it. Well, you, take it. Me? If I hang on to it, they off me again, so you keep hold of it. Why is this so important to her? Use it in the black livery. Hand that this to me at once. No, don't. He's lying. Grown-ups are all liars. But you're also a liar. I don't trust you. So, I'm sorry, but do take that off the hat. It's an eyesore. Yeah, it doesn't fit anymore. Doesn't fit anymore, mister. This just doesn't fit. How did he cut his finger if he's wearing gloves? I have no idea. Maybe he's Mickey Mouse. He just had to wear gloves every time. If he takes off his glove, he's taking all the skin off. Give it to the broker. Give it to the broker! Play it! Play the song! Where? My nose. Also, Yunosuke is an adult, so technically she gave this to a grown-up. Yeah! Give it to her! She's 16! Coming this fraud situation must be our first priority. That's true. Yeah. And I'm fairly certain that we can find just a great thing we need amongst the article in the shop. Hey, we give it to Sholmes! Sholmes, take it! Mr. Sholmes, what are you examining with such keen interest there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. Mr. Sholmes? So, you found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. What the fuck? Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized as the rest of your partook the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I guess? I had nothing to occupy my mind but has to ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. So feigning mock interest, I pretend to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst you shrewdly observe, gnawing on the only friend I have left, the 7% solution of caramel. Sholmes' edgelord form. He's been an edgelord since this morning! There's been... Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruhodo? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. And why on earth did you not join the conversation? Yeah, why did you not join the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know? Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ear devoured every word that was uttered. You really were sad, weren't you? Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you. It seems that my inferences are correct. Oh, surely you're not about to tell us. And you've solved the entire case once again. My dear madam, sometimes I wonder were my genius for deduction to be commoditized. How much could I pawn for it? I don't know. It seems Mr. Jones has another of his flashes of inspiration. We're gonna do a deduction dance. But who knows, it will help to resolve the situation between Mr. Strahd and the mysterious gentleman. Yeah, let's listen to it. Well, Mr. Strahd, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where the blue blaze have you been, eh? Well, you shoot him away. Pardon, when a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help straight away, not an hour later. You shoot him away! You muckbob. Hey, Shoals, maybe you should dance with this guy. You seem to have a style. Yours are pretty sharp, his pretty smooth, so maybe a great mix of both. Mr. Edward Benedict, you have in my eyes a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. Ugh. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation, one you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what do you say about my conclusion? How? You turn a sweat as hard-boiled egg! Nice. Well, it seems that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That's precisely the paint expression I was looking for. My goodness. My goodness. So shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Sherlock Sholmes logic and reasoning spectacular. You mean dance of deduction? First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbroker today. You claim to have followed this pickpocketeer, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different, as revealed by the which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is the staff recruitment. I'm off to bed now. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night. The piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that the man of your appearance has no need for such employment. In other words, there's more ulterior motive to your actions. Oh, his name! It's not... Oh, you don't have the same name. This is AJ. You are AB. EB, sorry. The cane which you unwittingly clutch to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. Oh my gosh, words! Words! What an utter rot. I've had this cane for years. The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing... Oh, come on. Sholmes, no. No! The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet the detailed analysis showed the wooden tip of the stick is actually bare. Therefore, this is the only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all! You recoil, sir. Something wrong. Oh, well, I hear a tear. And you're recoiling, you inadvertently facilitated the answer of the next conundrum presented itself. Namely, what is the truth behind the rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle to which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to... My gosh. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What a walking cane demands such stout handle, mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod. Is the broken handle of a shovel? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. Oh my fucking god. Another one! Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have and the planning. Oh wait, I need to blow my nose again. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. This is utterly absurd. It is! You suggest that I, a gentleman, intended to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel. What on earth do you suppose I could expect to find there? For some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose? Save for such fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do what as you say? Oh, but there's an ample reason. As you're only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your fruitful glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what motive a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath the floor. Ah. The answer is to reveal by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes have been inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage work, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another. One that runs under the bank of the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? Yup. By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway. That flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite. What are you? In summary, sir, devise a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery. Wait! Master plan? Which brings us to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. What plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with the Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, it's all weird. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. This is actually based on one of Sherlock's story? Really? You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you've quite lost me. Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Aren't a bunch of Sholmes deduction based off stories? Yeah, I feel like so too. Like the striped band. There's also one. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank, the other side of this road. There's considerable crime that you be contemplating. Is the theft at which that's the vault of the bank, the special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hats, please. Wow, you didn't really keep it under the hats because you just told us about it. Great detective. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't say that, Mr. Sholmes. Thus conclude Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle. Yeah, I'm loving all the reference they put into him. It's nice being able to spot them. I bet. I wish I read a lot of Sholm stuff when growing up. I don't really read a lot of books, sadly. I want to, though. Mr. Sholmes? Well, Mr. Naruhodo, an impressively upbeat deduction for a great detective racked with loneliness, wouldn't you agree? No? Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault? Indeed, though few know of its existence, it is one of the government's most closely guarded... Good job! Closely guarded secrets, but you unveiled it to us. Gregson told me, in the strictest confidence. But you just announced it to everyone here, rather loudly in fact. If it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it's because the man is a criminal! I know that for a detective, secrets are meant to be revealed, but not in that particular kind of way, right? But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault and he was a criminal, as you said? Then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you have revealed the secret. Oh. Yo! Poor him! Look at him! Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Wilbank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all. Oh my life, I assure you I'm not unscrupulous. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost care. Yeah, a lesson for you! One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't be disclosed them. And once the word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea! Good job. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to the great deduction once again. And see if we can not massage it, dance it in place. Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. A prologue shows magnificent logic and reasoning spectacular. Plus Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Course correction. Alright, let's go. Alright, you came to follow Okay. It's revealed by that which you hold. Okay, so that's not that one. Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor. Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to get access to the money in the vault. He wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motive lies elsewhere. The question is, where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here in a particular point in time? So, Mr. Can I look at this? Certainly a flyer from Mr. Windybank's shop. Let's see. Windybank wants you! Pawnbroker assistant are required. It's an eye-catching advertisement, that's for sure. I've seen the same flyer up here inside the shop, I think. Perhaps Mr. Windybank has always need more staff. I mean, he seems like to be the only one. So Mr. Benedict came here to apply for a job? That's just too hard to believe. Oh! Oh, look at that scribbled notes on the back of the flyer here. I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade. Height, 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, bluish satchel, rag. Oh. It's a detailed description of Miss Lestrade. Goodness, there's even a sketch of her hat and all. Although if he showed it to her, she would fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure. And look, the details of the shop have been written down here too. Windy Bank's Brokery, Baker Street, redemption deadline, 5th April. Ooh! Which is today's date! Why would Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper? Oh boy! Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing on the sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket Miss Lestrade and to Mr. Windybank's pawnbrokery. Sus! Miss Big Sus! I'm out of coca. Oh, I'm back on drinking normal water. Don't forget to drink, guys! Hydration is important. You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Windybank's pawnbrokery, and today the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. You have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. Oh gosh. The cane, which you're at yes. It's an uncontrollable contradiction. Not that one. No. And what's a fer?
Feral.
Feral is sometimes confused with feral, and feral is. There's 3? So there is F-E-R-U-L-E.
Feral.
Which means a flat ruler with a widened end formerly used for. Okay, let's not. Okay. And then there is.
Feral.
F-E-R-R-U-L-E, which is a ring or cap, and then there's feral for wild animals. There's 3 of them, pronounced the same way. English, please. Can you make things easier? Oh, that's how you spell it, apparently. So
Feral.
F-E-R-A-L.
Feral.
F-E-R-R-U-L-E. Where's the other one?
Feral.
F-E-R-U-L-E. My goodness! Not to be mistaken with ferret. Well, ferret is ferret, right? Not feral. Oh, it's a feral. It's the metal cap commonly found at the end of the cane, Mr. Naruhodo. The bit that makes a nice clacking sound on the pavement? Yes, exactly, and Mr. Shaw is right. It appears to be missing on this cane. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious. In other words, there's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather... Yup, it's not there. Definitely, it's this, probably. English and its homophones, right? How you're gonna differentiate that in real life conversation, I'll never know. I guess context. Context. I feel like Japanese also have the same problem. If you know a guy called Dogen, he made a funny video about it. I should share it with you guys later. This is hilarious. Dogen! Look here, Mrs. Sato. There's some letters on the handle. Ah yes, those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names. So Herlock Scholz would be HS, you mean? That's right. The initial on the skin, obviously. Oh, AG. Why does it feel though it's not quite right? Well, mister, your name. I don't. Can I just click it and... The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initial. So his real name is Agard Genade. If it is, it'll be hilarious. And it will be hilarious. A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Egert Benedict? We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. And yet, in most possessive manner, you have grasped, in your grasp is the cane bearing the initial AG. Incontrovertibly, contradiction indeed. Would you not agree? No, you're wrong. This cane isn't. You said before that you had that cane for years. Yeah. So don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in a park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. So you recoil, sir. Something wrong. Well, and you're recoiling, you advertently facilitated the answer. Okay. Same word. Yes. It's not the handle. It is something else. Let's consider the bare bones of what happened here. Mr. Stride redeemed the fine-looking overcoat, and now a mysterious man has appeared introducing himself with a fake name and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. And we know that he actually identified Mr. Stride from a written description, which suggests that everything else he told us is untrue. Coat's too small and he ripped it when he moves? That's what I feel. It somehow proves the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. Yep. You broke it! How could you? Oh, the seam of the shoulder is coming apart, look! So it is. You know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said, I thought you heard him make a rather strange noise. I heard it. You weren't to run around about in it. I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. I wonder if actually he is looking for the disc instead of the coat. How can he make Mr. Benedict run around? She's really giving. But let's not do that. Let's not do that. A split seam which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so badly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. This catalog of untruth has been for one very specific reason. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from. Yes! Oh god, he's twirling! He's twirling! Something about Mr. Benedict is not what it seems. Oh my gosh. So, Elsie! I swear, Elsie, you need to make a pun book, man. You seem to be very punny. No, you're very punny, actually. Oh boy, what a spin! But what really irks me is this. This considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. But how does he know watchword? How does he know that? To steal the... Okay. Have you forgotten I redeemed an article in the proper manner using the... Aha! Yeah! How do you know that? Had I not been the one who deposited it in the first place, how could I possibly have known the relevant details? Okay. Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you're only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. He probably overheard the watchword or read the ledger at some point. Yeah. He seems to be tailing Gina, maybe. Let's consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword relating to this, okay? No. The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more talking of tunneling into sewers. Which is a pity, because it all sounded rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Windybank would never allow you to redeem the article, or looking at it in another way, if you did know the word, Mr. Windybank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword somehow? This one? Let's look at it. Look at this, Mr. Sato. Ah, it appears to be a memo Mr. Windybank has scribbled to himself. Let's see. What does it say? Oh, Professor! Dot. So Windybank must take note of the watchword his customer gives him right before their eyes. And an alarmingly clear script as well. Oh dear, I don't know where to look. Who knows what the other secrets I might see? Oh boy. A pawnbroker's revolver. A doggo. Alright. Here you go. The method is revealed by the notelet under the counter to which your eyes are inverted. And I've heard the wrong. I can't speak today. Yeah, Windybank should have add another failsafe like a card or something. Yeah, right? A ticket doesn't really help. Is that really cursive? Looks like stenography for me. It's a doctor's scribble. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on the notelet he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantage. What are you talking about? It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Miss Lestrade. In all likelihood, you follow her inside and then observe her talking to Windybank. Then diligently, Broker made a note of which word as his common practice. You observe him writing the word professor on the note beside the ledger. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pond article from young Miss Lestrade. Master plan! Which brings us to the last final chapter, to the Schlurich. Yes. Why would you go such a length to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box disc. But naturally, you had a very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this article we're talking about, the overcoat and the music box disc, was one of the... Oh, that was in the pocket, huh? Which, according to Mr. Windybank, isn't even worth a penny. And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruhodo. Could we? Really? I better have a thorough look through all the evidence we have collected so far. This one. Not that one! Not that one! I didn't mean that! Oh my gosh! Everything! No! And I'm proud of it! I must have never been through that for a bit. Oh my gosh. All for you. No! Not that one! Yeah, the one. Yeah, the one. I didn't mean the armband. That's a mistake. You only have one more. Look, that one. Nope. Oh, what is it? Oh, interesting. Can I? Interesting. Well, that's one oopsie. This is also an oopsie too. Wait a minute. Now that I think of it, can we examine it? Ah, here it is. There it is. It's McGilded! There's a little scrap paper done stuck to the reverse. And a scribbled word or two. It looks like somebody's name. For McGilded. Couldn't it be? But it is Mr. Naruhodo, a name I shall never forget, as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this? Found it. Alright. Forgot I haven't saved too. That's fine. Okay, alright, now we know. The evidence has changed. Now we can... There you go. Are you Mr. McGilded's son? What if taping a paper to that disc ruins it? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they read it from the upper one. The protruding bump rather than the back of it. You see, this music box disc tell us what we need to know. What was that? On the back? It reads for McGilded. Ah. There he is. Mr. Magnus McGilded, the unfortunate philanthropist who perished in in curious circumstances on the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his lone wandering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Mr. McGill was a man of unusual small stature, in fact. He precisely is the right size for that overcoat you squeeze yourself into. Pretty sure the holes won't change in shape having paper stuck to it unless welded. Yeah, especially if you put it on the back, it won't matter, right? Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Edgar Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today was to retrieve an article left behind by late Magnus McGilded. This Mr. Sholmes knows McGillis loan shark activities. Feels like Sholmes knows a lot of things, but he just plays a lot dumb. I don't know how. Just how it is. Weirdly enough. Elementary! Wow! Sugi. Well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expect to hear in the circumstances. Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Mr. Sato. Well, according to what Mr. Windybank told us earlier, today was the final day on which the code could have been redeemed, was it not? Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since the first deposit. Well, today is 15th April, so 2 months ago today would have been 15th February, sir. That's right. I carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m. I see. What? But that suggests... Yes, 15th February. It's precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. Oh yeah! And 10:30 in the evening. It's precisely which at the time terrible events were unfolding. Suggestive is not a word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. You are of course at liberty to make whatever outlandish deduction you choose, however. Oh my god! I must insist you hand over the music box disc now. It will be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. Absolutely not! Absolutely not! We'll see first though. It plugs the bomb so that to play the music so the paper wouldn't actually affect anything. Yeah. The optical disc, like CDs and DVDs on the other hand, yeah. Cause those, you read it with like the little needle thing, right? Read it through the cracks of the CD and DVDs. Meanwhile, music discs like this, you kind of read it through the bumps. Because like, right? But the other music box is whole, but this one is bump. Is what I know. Yes, that is correct. That is very correct though. I don't want it! I don't want it! I'm not gonna give it to him! I don't care! No! There are some things a man must protect at all costs. This may be well one of those things. Then again, it may not. Oh! Oh! Are you gonna put that gun for use, not yourself? This time? This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen... No! Stop threatening your life! That is not the way to go! Mr. Windybank, no! Alright, that's enough. Gregson! Gregson! Inspector. That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on our dedicated emergency line, so we got here as fast as we could. What is all this all about, eh? Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my own bed. Yeah, you should have just put the gun on him. It would seem you have the upper hand. Yeah, take the freaking overcoat off. Wait a minute. Can I ask you guys something? Did Edgar put a coat over his own coat? Did he just do that? He's just like, yeah, it's mine now. I'll put it over my own coat. That's gonna be hilarious. Right, you'll all have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty angry bargy. Petty? Mr. Windybanks nearly met with his end. Yeah, by his own gun, as far as I can tell. Oh dear. And the whole Brit of Britain could meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of this case I'm supposed to be working on. What? What on earth is the case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. But of course, Inspector... Oh my god! He spent away! That's a suit jacket, not an overcoat. The overcoat protects suit jacket from rain. Ah. So you can have a light. Would that be warm? Would that be warm? So you already have a shirt, and then you have a vest on, and then you have a suit jacket on, and then you have an overcoat. Apparently Edgar is also Beyblade. Apparently he is. Apparently he is. Wait a minute. Twirling to escape is hilarious. He twirled his way out. There's been a spate of theft at the pawn shop around here recently, so we've fitted emergency buttons underneath the counter for brokers to let us know when there's trouble. Well, Inspector was really worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. Now then, Mr. Permanently in mourning. Oh, yes? I'll be taking that whatsoever is it of McGill that's down to the yard. Thank you very much. Hand it over. I wonder what Miss Lestrade said about... He said it's worth good as McGilda himself, right? McGilda said maybe that thing is worth nicely. I mean, of course, like, he had to pay her to be quiet, right? Like, bribing her. No, don't give it to him. It's mine. That is mine. I'm sorry, miss, but anything belonging to McGilda has been taken in for evidence now. As evidence? If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. Capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. And so we have handed Mr. McGillet's desk over to Inspector Gregson, and we're summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street. be continued. Alright. Whoa, still investigation too. There's gonna be a lot on this one, huh? But that's gonna be it for today, though. Oh, investigation part 2, sorry. Alright, now I wonder. I bet things are gonna... What do you call that? Things are gonna, you go, uncurl, uncover, roll. The word. I missed the word. Where? Might be a while until we get to the courtroom. It might be, yeah. But yeah, I plan to finish it soon. That was fun. That was a silly goddamn thing. What the hell is happening? So who's gonna die this time? Huh? Or are we just gonna go into the case of... Oh. I'm not sure. Okay, wait, let's go back to talkie scene. Okay. There we go. Yes, anyway. Why do I have a feeling that... What is it? There might not be someone died, but... we are probably doing the case of how Mr. McGilda died. Because, I don't know. Or maybe there's a new character that will come in, but... That I don't know. Yeah, the 5th case is the second longest case in the series. The only longer case is 6-5. 6-5? Oh. From Spirit of Justice? Oh. Yeah. I can't wait to keep playing this game. I'm on a roll right now. I hope you guys not feeling bored with Ace Attorney games, because sometimes I binge games like this. So I hope you guys wanna come with me on the ride until this very end. Now it's like this kind of games. Ah, thank you. I'm glad. Alright then. Oop. I'll probably gonna have like... I only eat like a small amount of miso soup, so I'm probably gonna find something to munch before lunch, because if I don't, probably my stomach gonna be very, very angry. So yeah, thank you guys for coming today. It was a hilarious start with Sholmes being goddamn depressed though. It was hilarious. We need a fan art of Edgelord Sholmes. My Muse is dead. The world is gonna die. It's time for second breakfast. Yeah, I mean, the miso soup was just to hold on my stomach before it gets angry. So, I'm gonna have another small meal before lunch, so my stomach doesn't get more angry. I don't know, what's it called? Yeah, if I eat like badly, like in not properly, my stomach gets really, really hangry. really, really upset, so I have to eat not much, but at least not have it empty for a long time. Yeah. And Lord Sholm's arm would strawberry rays of darkness. Oh my gosh, can you imagine just Sholmes playing his own dark theme with his violin? But wait, if we give him Stradivarius, it's gonna be not dark anymore. We have to give him the viola. we have to give him the viola so he can be sad. But I don't want to see him sad. It's kind of sad. Alright. Alright. See you guys next time. Thankyouu Kukkkie. Oh, bye. Bye.